I'm Bailey Bates. Here are your headlines from Central Texas. More homeowners are wondering, could their electrical bill go up as data centers continue popping up across the state? These facilities power everything from AI chatbots to cloud storage, but they also draw large amounts of electricity. Our Juliana Jackson breaks down what that could mean for homeowners' wallets and what lawmakers are doing about it.
Could end up driving up rates. I mean, you could end up really in a mess if you're not careful.
Experts say homeowners could see their electricity bills climb anywhere from 25 to 70% in the next few years. While data centers are built in over a year, new power plants take up to 5 years to build, meaning the grid gets strained fast. And when utilities have to build new infrastructure to keep up, they sometimes pass that cost down to homeowners. Texas is at the center of the data center boom. Encore says a major fiber optic corridor runs straight down I-35, making the area one of the most sought-after regions in the country for data center development. At the Texas House State Affairs Committee, Encore Vice President Brian Lloyd shares just how big things could get.
The scope and scale, both in the number of requests and the size of individual data requests, that is what is new and what has overwhelmed the existing processes.
The right data center with the right valuation that adds tax base to the community in the right location, utilizing the proper resources that don't drain on the rest of the community, is the right thing to do.
Lawmakers like Representative Pat Curry are pushing for guardrails, requiring data centers to come to the table with the resources they need, like water, power, and financing, before breaking ground.
I think you're going to see us try to keep the decisions as local as possible, because that's where the better decisions are made.
State lawmakers say they want those rules in place before the next wave of development hits.
There's positives and negatives, and that's where local officials need to balance them.
And that was Juliana Jackson reporting. Baylor University is pitching in to help the U.S. military prepare for Arctic conditions. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker has more on their new simulator and how it's helping soldiers get their mind and body ready for cold weather combat.
Inside the brick is cool. Very, very cool.
We don't know enough about how individuals respond when they go from these extreme hot environments like we are in Texas and put them in extreme cold weather.
Dr. Corey Smith says the temperatures below zero and low oxygen is all for our future and our troops.
It can alter your sleep, your circadian rhythm, your mental state, and ultimately performance.
Dr. Jason R. Carter said the idea came from a Fort Sam Houston military leader.
Find a way to study the Arctic. We're going to be there a lot more in the future.
And thus, the Arctos Research Center was born.
Arctic acclimatization and sleep optimization research.
With $1 million in funds secured by Congressman Pete Sessions.
The men and women, the fighting forces of this nation need to be prepared as they move to that threshold.
Who emphasizes a military future in the Arctic.
Underneath the ice and the ocean is a tremendous amount of resources, and our adversaries know that.
Investing now.
But to make sure that we are looking ahead about the physical and mental attributes.
Diving into it all.
Rapid acclimatization, combat casualty care, tactical decision-making, sleep optimization, and field-based biomedical device testing.
President Linda Livingstone says it makes sense to be here in Waco.
This is really a world-class research facility.
And they're already making steps toward progress.
In 3 years, we're aiming to introduce our first cutting-edge next-generation warfighter monitoring system.
It's only growing. There is phase 2 secured with $2 million by Pete Sessions. That will have an Arctic motion simulator chamber that is expected to launch this fall. Those are your headlines from Central Texas.